Hello guys, I just wanted to do a quick update on the 5-gallon planted tank, and also on the Immersed plant setup, which was originally in the grow tent, but I removed them because well, I'm running out of space. So yeah, let's start with the 5-gallon tank, which up until now only has bladder snails. A lot of them by now. I mean, you can see there a lot of bladder snails. One of the things that I found surprising was when I did the video on the 5-gallon tank about the bladder snails or the pond snails. I don't know, maybe the YouTube algorithm saw that and started to recommend some videos about bladder snails, and apparently there's a lot of people who are into bladder snails. I forgot the name of those channels, but it was really cool because yeah, it's an underrated snail in the hobby. I mean, the fact that they are free makes it easier to take care of them. But yeah, I started this tent November of last year, so basically at this point we're at nearly 3 months by now, and it's doing well. Again, I really don't care about the algae. Tons of algae in here, but this is just for starting some aquarium plants, planting them immersed, and eventually I guess by spring I'll get some shrimps. I'm not adding the shrimps right now because here in San Antonio I was surprised how expensive the cherry shrimps are. We're talking about $5 to $7 each, and what's available so far that I've seen are the mixed color ones, and I just like the cherry shrimps. I don't care if the high-end ones or not, but the cherry shrimps that I found were like $7 each, and they're even just selling males from what I've seen. So I don't know if it's something that the pet stores or the sellers are doing, or if they really just don't want other people to be able to breed them because they're easy. I mean, if you guys check my previous videos, I have tons of cherry shrimps before, and I just want to start with that again. But yeah, I'll be ordering cherry shrimps online at eBay. 32, I guess 30 or $36 for 11 cherry shrimps, and that's around like $3 or $4 each, which is reasonable and free shipping, so I'd rather go that route. So anyway, as you all know, I've been doing immersed plant setups here, and so far I would have to say it's a success. Here is an Amazon sword. It originally was one of the immersed Amazon swords that I started in the grow tent, and then here and yeah, this guy's been there like that for months now. It's not dead, but it's not growing, so I decided to plant it this way. Maybe the warmer temperature in here and some water flow will make it grow better. And then I'll turn on Terra, Rainiki there. This one started to grow out of the water. And then this is Hydrophilic Deformis water Wisteria. This one is going really big. I just cut it off. Like maybe it was like this tall already, but I just cut it off because those were some parts of the leaves were the one that were immersed before, so it didn't look good. But I cut it off so that it will grow better looking leaves. But yeah, I mean, when they say this is a weed, it is a weed because like all roots are growing there, and I'll just show you guys down here. So this one is just floating. I just stuffed it in there, and you can see there's just roots here. And yeah, again, pardon the algae. Again, this tank is not for display. I will be cleaning this up, but I just want to show you guys, you know, I mean, a part of the hobby wherein I think a lot of people are just so concerned about how their tanks look. But what people don't realize is that algae is also good. It doesn't look good in terms of if you display it, but in terms of the snails, the shrimps, they love it. And I have success growing snails and shrimps with algae. And then this is the Ludwigia, and this one is starting to grow out of water, so I just put it there. It's a pretty easy plant to grow. So let's move the light. So there you go. Just too much light there. And then on this one here, yeah, this is the Hydrophilic Salisifolia. This one is doing really well in terms of growing immersed. It's alive but not growing too much. And then I have some Rotala here. Again, immersed, I'm not getting enough success, but we'll see. I mean, I let this out of the water and this part died, but I'm hoping that it will grow new leaves, and that the new leaves in that area will be the ones to grow out of water. But you know, we'll see. Again, an experiment. Let's see what is able to grow out of water. And then Coleus. So I have Coleus, and it's grown really bushy, so I trimmed it a bit. And one of the stems I put in a deli cup with water and put it in the grow tent. And this is just an experiment, but it's a success. Let me just show you guys. There's a lot of roots there. There you go. So this guy has acclimated. When I started it about maybe it's 2 weeks from ago. When I started 2 weeks ago, the leaves drooped a bit. It looks dry, but now you can see it's upright again. So I guess it's going to make it. And then here is more Hydrophila. I just stuffed it in there, and you know, growing out of water. So Hydrophila, and this is something that a lot of YouTubers have already found out, is underwater they have this really. Let me see if the light will look better here. Okay, there you go. Those are the leaves underwater for the Hydrophila, but then out of water they're rounder. So unfortunately I cut off that one, but it's really round. It doesn't even look anywhere close to the underwater type of this plant. But yeah, so yeah, this guy's doing really well. This water wisteria down here, I've been just cutting and just trimming it. I don't want it to block the light for the plants down here. And then I've got Ludwigia here, also growing really well. The Hydrophila Salisifolia is doing better submerged than immersed. The Rotala has lost its red color, but I really like the look of it. It might not be red, but I have a lot. It's also a weed. Grows really fast. I took cuttings and just planted it in the pea gravel. And then of course more alternate Terra, Rainiki. Some of the leaves has algae, but again, just growing this plant, and when it's ready, or when I have another tank, then I can just transfer it. So overall, this tank for me is a success. Again, more of an experiment and just a grow out for plants. So on the what I consider as the next phase of my hobby, when I start setting up fish tanks again, I have plants available, and then hopefully I'm able to start another colony of cherry shrimps. So yeah, so bladder snails, you know, really nice. Again, free. And a lot of, again, people have made videos about them already, which really surprised me. But because again, you know, they're free, and I thought no one considered them as pests, and no one would like waste their time with these guys. But yeah, there's a lot of fans of this snail, and I have a ton. I feed them the bug bites wafer, sinking wafers, half of it once a week, and that would be considered as overfeeding, because that's a lot. But again, that's the goal: get a lot of this to breed, and then I will be seeding my the next tanks I set up with more of these guys here. So, and I think I'm getting the hang of using this handy cam. There we go. A really nice handy cam. Considered the cheapest Sony handy cam, but you know, works well. I'm not really a fancy editor or that stuff. I just add music to my some background music to my videos, and that's it. But I don't know anything about like cameras or anything, so I just wanna, you know, do updates and, you know, show you guys how my hobby is doing right now. So yeah, 5-gallon tank. It's doing really well. So now to the immersed plants. Right, so before we go and check the immersed plants, I just wanted to show you guys how the grow tent is looking. So basically, before, all of the immersed plants are located down here, and I've noticed a lot of water accumulates in this area, in the floor area, and it takes a while before they dry up, and I'm concerned about fungus, bacteria, you know, anything that might cause some problems in the future. So what I did was I took them out, washed it. Has a removable floor tray, so I took it off, washed it, and then I bought some they call it egg crates in the Dark Frog hobby. It's called egg crates, but it's actually a light diffuser. It's called a light diffuser, and I bought it from Lowe's yesterday, and I just got it into size, and yeah, that's what you can see down there. So if I water these plants, the pots won't be on the won't have water underneath them, and it will allow the water to evaporate quickly. Yeah, I also put my Nepenthes, these two Nepenthes, down here, since I've already put the diffuser, like the egg crates there, simply because they're just growing way too fast. And yeah, I'm very happy about this. Anyway, I just want to show you guys, and I won't do an update about this, but the reason why I moved the immersed aquarium plants. So just a quick look here, and I'll do an update eventually. Alright, so this is my immersed aquarium tank setup, or not a tank, yeah, immersed aquarium plant setup, and yeah, very cheap setup. It is just a container bin from Walmart, like $8, and then I got some those styrofoam. I hoard a lot of stuff from packaging from, you know, shipments I receive, and I find uses for them. So I just use a double-sided tape, a real tough double-sided tape, and Gorilla Glue, and glued it there. And then of course, you guys know about this light. I haven't really made an update about this light. I forgot. Let me check what the brand is real quick. Alright, so I found what it is. It's an Aquanita Light. It's for 12 to 20 inches. It's a very bright light, and it's only $13. So it's a good value for me. cheap, and for this setup it's perfect. And it's on a timer, and I place it in like 12 hours. Let me turn this off. Alright, okay. Yeah, it's a good value. So far doing really well for me. Again, $13, not that bad. And then yeah, so let me take this off. Alright. So I've seen a lot of YouTubers do their Immersed setup this way. I guess because again it's cheap and it keeps a lot of humidity in here. I also have a small thermometer and hygrometer in here. It has a glue, so basically it keeps the humidity around 75 to up to 90. I would see at some time of the day, and sometimes I miss the plants, and temperatures are at 71. Yeah, let's start with the crypt. This corn is doing really well. I'm happy about it. It's in this McDonald's cup here, and yeah, those are all new leaves for me. It keeps growing, so I hope that I produce more plants, more trips, so I can eventually, when I set up a bigger tank, I'll be able to use this. So this is doing really well. This one is Ludwigia again. This is, together with the crepe, I would consider this as one of those plants easy to grow immersed. Yeah, so this one has really grown out of the water. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yeah, there, you can see the stem, and the stem is really strong now. It's able to stand up by itself, because if you start them immersed and you try to plant them out of water, they will just drop to like drop into the water. But these guys, and there's like this pale red color one, so I'm not sure if it's trying to acclimatize immersed, but yeah, there's a lot of roots there, and it's doing really well. So I'm happy about this, and hopefully, you know, produce more of these plants. And the next one that I am having success with is the Terra Rainiki. So this one has a really nice red color, and yeah, I plan to do a Wapikusa, but again, I'm not really an aquascaper, so a basic Wapikusa vase style, and put it in a planter type of thing. So, but I really like the red color, and the substrate for all of this is Miracle Grow, and then topped off with the pea gravel. But I'm also starting to give them some flourish, seek and flourish, just a few drops, not too much. But yeah, that's it. And I just top off the water every now and then, but not too much. And then this one, in this Mr. Coffee container, is another one of the Amazon swords, and I'm having difficulty with this. Basically, it's the same size. It's not really growing that much. It's alive, grows some small leaves, but not really thriving. But around it are some Rotala, and that one is starting to grow immersed, so I'm excited about it. But yeah, not much luck in terms of the Amazon sword, so that's why I started the Amazon sword in that 5-gallon tank. And then last here is Terra Rainiki, also doing really well in here. This is the Salisifolia. As you can see, it's very leggy. It has leaves, but yeah, some of the leaves are dead. So I think in compared to other Hydrophilas, I think this is one really needs to be more in the water compared, like, because I've had the Hydrophila Deformis is doing really well. I mean, there's no effort at all. I've had the Hydrophila Angustifolia, which when I had my do you call this, when I had my fire, that belly toads, like the fire belly toads, yeah, I had those grow out of water and even flowered for me. So I think this one is kind of a in the species or in their genus is not that prolific to grow out of water. It does make it, but look at the stem. The stem is like that. It's very leggy. And then this pot also has some Amazon swords. So yeah, you can see here my daughter in the background. So pardon that, but yeah, Amazon sword. Again, it's alive. It's producing leaves, but it's not thriving. It's not like huge leaves. So yeah, so it's not a bad experiment anyway. So because I've seen a lot of those wabikusas using Amazon swords, it's really nice. So I don't know, maybe they need higher light, higher humidity. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. I've just started this container like maybe a week from now, so a week or 2 weeks from now ago. So yeah, so that's it. Just a quick update about the tanks. I know it's not the prettiest 5-gallon tank. I'll clean it up a bit, but it is just for grow outs, and in the future hopefully I'll be able to set up a bigger tank with fish that I really want to take care of. So yeah, and the 5-gallon tank, hopefully in the future I'll be able to add some cherry shrimps. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you, and yeah, hit like.